welcome to the exciting and new podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Brian.
We're joined by special guests this week, and they are...
Michele.
Christine.
Dana.
And Tara.
Let's get into it.
Wow.
We have
so
a
many
full
special
house.
guests today. This is crazy.
This is a full house. 7 of us. Also, wait, I had to carry the one and
Lots of women here.
7.
This is definitely the most women we've ever had here.
Yeah,
In
it's
fact,
usually just Brian.
They all have the same prostate, all of them. Everybody on that side of the table.
Yeah, there's only 2 prostates in this room.
Look, that's okay. He said a lot worse on the podcast. This week we're reviewing or discussing the movie that came out on June 11th, 1982, Grease 2. This is our second sequel because we did a third sequel. It's our third sequel, right?
Road Warrior, Wrath of Khan, Rocky 3.
Oh, Rocky 3. I wasn't counting that one. Yeah, that's it.
I guess that's it, right?
Yeah.
So far, but we've only been doing this for like, what, 8 weeks? Lots of
82 had a lot of
sequels.
sequels, yeah. Rated PG, an hour and 55 minutes. There's a special moment about 13 minutes and 55 seconds in. We'll get into that in a little bit. I'm going to read the IMDb description here real quick. We have a British student, circa 1960s American high school, must prove himself to the leader of a bike gang.
You sure about
Hardly.
that?
That's it. We're going to leave it at that. We usually have better lighting than this.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, we're
sorry.
usually over there. The lighting's
Yeah,
better over there.
I figured it was,
So-
there's too many people.
But no,
Little
we're good.
flashlight?
No, I'm all right. We get the gist of
He's
what that.
blaming his illiteracy on poor
I have
lighting.
really bad glasses too, so and
me to read
eyes,
it?
I guess. So
And you haven't been pushing the
Read
table.
IMDb
Oh, do you want me to
description
read
right
it?
there. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Cut
Go
my
ahead,
part
Dana.
out.
Okay.
2 years after the life-altering events in Greece, 1978, Sandy's cousin Michael, a straight-laced English student, is the new guy at Rydell High. Stephanie, the Pink Ladies' foxy blonde leader, is about to break up with Johnny, the T-Birds leader, but she
Johnny.
likes her men dangerous, even as Michael starts to attract her attention. Now Michael needs to up his game, learn how to ride a motorcycle, and transform himself into Stephanie's hot, leather-clad fantasy. Is he up to the task?
There you go. That is what we're talking about today, Brian.
So it's a reversal of Grease 1, where now
Totally.
the boy has to become the bad boy.
It's also
to attract the girl.
beginning
Yeah.
of school year 1960-61 is the
Yeah.
is it school year that we're in here.
All these young boys will be going off to die in Vietnam in a couple of years. That's sad.
Yeah,
All of them, except maybe Eugene.
Yeah.
Eugene.
He's smart enough to not go.
You think he's gonna? All right, you want to talk about the cast real quick? I have some names and ages, like we
Names
normally
and
do.
ages.
So normally we usually guess their age. So first we'll start off with Michele Pfeiffer. She was playing Stephanie, and
27. 22.
let's do it one at a time, okay?
Sorry.
I like
Andy,
that everybody's
we'll start
jumping in.
lead
I was
us.
going to say 24.
24. You could say the same number. It's not
I'm going
if
to say
it's taken.
20.
20.
27.
Andy.
27.
27.
I was saying 24 during the movie. So I'm
She did say
sticking with
24 at the start of the movie.
22.
that. 25.
Since I know, I will tell you that Christine was, in fact, correct.
24. Nice.
24. You also said 24,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, she was really smoking
The
hot
average
in
high
this.
school girl.
Yeah. She's gorgeous.
How old was Olivia Newton-John in the first one? Was she about
45.
Stockard Channing was definitely 45.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up.
I
I mean, John Travolta was probably like 27 or 8.
yeah,
or
I think
something
John
like that,
Travolta
so-
was 28. I think Olivia was like 32. I'm guessing 32, 33.
Really that old?
I think
She
so.
looked it. You could see it in her eyes.
Ah, fine. She looked good.
I could be way off. She could be 23. I might be way off. Yeah.
Grease might have well been a CW show.
Might as well have been, right? So,
No, not with the nudity.
That's
Can't be
true.
on CW. Not with that.
who's hitting the mic? Michelle's hitting it with her phone. Yeah. See, you're not supposed to do
kidding.
that.
She was 28. John Travolta was 23.
There we go.
So-
Travolta was only 23. Oh, wow.
I knew there was an 8 in
Rizzo
there
was
somehow.
Rizzo was 33.
That's who was 30 something. She's 10 years older than Travolta.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she was 15 years past a high school senior. 15 years.
And she's worried about being pregnant.
Yes.
She'd have like 5 kids by then. Christine had 5 kids by then. Sorry. That's
And Brian.
That's usually where they
Brian.
make fun
And
of
Brian.
Brian for
Yeah.
having children young.
So he's been dropping bombs for a while now.
Shooting ropes.
Ah, shooting ropes. Okay.
No ropes.
I was trying to get something cut. It didn't work. Mine didn't get cut.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut that.
Maxwell Caulfield is playing Michael Carrington. How old is he?
Wait, what's the character name and what's the person? Who's what?
Maxwell Caulfield is
the
the real
actor.
Is the
is the
actor's
actor's name.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who he is.
That sounds British.
He's the cool. He's the guy.
I know
he's
he
the
is.
main.
I know based on where you
Oh,
brought
I
him
thought
up
you didn't
in
know
this.
who he was. Yeah.
But I don't know him from anything but
Who did he
this.
sound like, Jason?
Who did he sound like?
Yeah.
I said looked like Jason Priestley.
No, but what did he
But
sound
who
like?
did he sound like?
I don't remember. Oh,
Butch.
Michael Caine.
You got to say it, though.
Oh, Michael Caine. I forgot that's my impersonation. I forgot. Andy does Gavin McLeod.
I'd like to just discuss this Grease 2 podcast.
Andy does Tony Curtis.
I think it's the same. I don't even know. Do I do a Tony Curtis?
Because it's the same. Stony Curtis from the Flintstones.
Tony Curtis.
How old did you say he was, Brian?
Stony Curtis.
Who are we talking about?
Maxwell Caulfield. He played Michael Carrington.
Maxwell
yeah.
Silver's Hammer.
I'm going to say 25.
Michelle,
Oh,
don't Google it. You were Googling it.
I wasn't.
I saw you.
24.
21.
25. I don't even know if I'm knocking heads with somebody.
That's fine. You could say the same number. 22. He was young. Yeah.
Wow.
Young buck.
He might have been the youngest next to Pamela Adlon. It's very possible.
And was she
Is that
12?
Dolores? Is that Dolores?
We'll skip. You want me to skip ahead? I'll skip ahead to her.
We
Yeah,
don't care about
Dolores.
anybody else's
Yeah.
age. What is she, 15?
14. I'm
15.
guessing 14.
So Andy said 15.
I'm going to say 13. because
13.
I think she's a year older than us.
Pamela Adlon, the girl from Facts of Life.
14.
Yeah, I went there.
Facts of life.
She's in a few episodes of Facts of Life.
Wow.
14.
Yeah, 14.
Andy was
That's
correct with 15. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, she looked young.
Yeah. So
Well, that's what a real
who'd she hook up
teenager
with
is.
That's
Davey,
what a high
right?
school kid is supposed
Yeah.
to look
Well,
like.
she was a freshman in high school. She was actually
Davey.
the age of a freshman in high school.
I guess I didn't put Davey on here.
Who was that? The Sean Astin looking guy?
Yeah, he was the one who was dating Dolores at the end.
And
So
was
I was-
graduating at the
Yeah.
end also.
Did you
So-
print something out?
Yeah, I did this one at work because I knew I wasn't going to be. I didn't have to do much. I was going to let them do all the talking, so I just put a few things in.
See how that worked out for you?
Pretty good.
Yeah, no one's talking over
I
there.
know.
You got to lead the conversation. We were supposed to talk, but Dana had notes.
I know, but I'm getting there.
I do.
We were doing
I
the cast
I
first,
forgot
and then we
them
get
at
into
work,
that
but
after
I
that.
know them.
We should do the cast first.
That's fine.
How old was Eddie Deason? You don't.
Which
wanna
one's
guess
that?
That's Eugene.
He was 30 at least.
30. I would say I'm going to go 26.
I would say 28.
I was going to say 28 as well.
Well, you'd be wrong.
I don't know who we're talking about.
She's
Yeah.
25.
I
in
think
this
we
one.
got to get past the age.
I know.
think anybody
but
cares
I-
about the age.
Okay.
Let's get
I mean,
past
we'll
it.
lead into the movie, but go ahead. Let's see what you got. You want to talk about it first, Brian?
The movie?
Yeah, you said you saw this movie before Grease, correct?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I saw it on HBO, one of the multiple repeating.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those early HBO movies that was on.
Yeah. I pretty much watched it for the twins and Michelle Pfeiffer.
The twins were, they were nice.
Yeah.
I had never seen this movie before today. I've seen Grease 100 times, at least, maybe 1,000. I saw Grease in the theater in
You've even seen it.
1978.
You've even seen the play, right?
I saw the play with Brooke Shields as Rizzo. This is the first time I've ever seen Grease 2. This will be the only time I ever see Grease 2. And I own it for the next 29 days.
You didn't like it?
We'll get to that.
I don't think
Grease did not need a
hated it.
sequel.
I don't think he hated it, but yeah, he could have named it a completely different movie
This had nothing to do with the first one, except that they brought some of the old
and the
people
same
back.
school and just
Oh, was it even?
Yeah, it was right out high.
It didn't even look like the same school. It didn't even look like the same set at all in any way.
I guess that was supposed to be
Yeah.
the field there at
They
the
used
end
the
where they
outside
had
at
the, with
least.
the
I
pool and
guarantee
everything,
this
right?
was not filmed in the same spot. This did not even feel or look like the same place that original one
I
was
can't
filmed
say
in.
if it was or
No,
not.
no,
I mean,
and I didn't look it up.
yeah,
I didn't care
it
enough
was
to
probably
look, but
cheaper to make
yeah,
it this
this
way.
did not
anyway,
even
so
look
yeah.
like the same place.
Nah.
The original Rydell High. Maybe they moved it down the street.
It looked too modern. Like
It looked nothing like the original.
I think the outside where they open both movies, I believe, was the same school.
Maybe.
Because that school's been used in many things. I even think they used it in Buffy
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, it's one of those where they just
and Beverly Hills. And
Is it a real
Scene
school?
outdoors.
That
Yeah.
they just. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Beverly Hills too. Is it really?
Beverly Hills 9. Oh,
Yeah, I
what
think
they
that's-
West Beverly, right?
The front of their school. I know that school in particular is used in a lot of things. Yeah.
West Beverly.
Maybe
that
not
was
Buffy, but
they had a lot of outdoor shots there at West Beverly.
Mhm.
thought it was more like walk. They had outdoor classes.
They had outdoor
and stuff.
lockers for sure. I remember that in Beverly Hills. They would go outside. I always remember being like, "What happens
That's
when it
that was
rains?"
strange.
Like, what?
Yeah,
it doesn't rain.
that
in
coat's
Beverly
all
Hills.
wet.
They had a cover. There was a ceiling over them, but
There was an
I thought
Eve.
that was really cool.
I
An
think there was
Eve?
an Eve.
Yeah, what the hell's that again?
I'm dropping them.
That's is that canon? Is that right?
My
Talking
Cannon?
about the.
What are we doing?
I was going Love Boat because that one goes all the way back to our Love Boat days.
Oh, eavesdropping and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh,
Yeah.
I sorry, I didn't pick up on that.
I was just talking about Eve first, and then no, that's good. I have here. I wrote down a couple of people that were in possible cast.
I want to hear what the girls thought about, like, whether there's history with this movie. I told you mine.
Yeah. When's the first time you saw it?
I probably saw it maybe when I was 10,
And how-
maybe younger.
Was that 50 years ago?
Yes. That was 34 years ago. I was 10 years old at my dad's house. And I remember watching it with my stepsister. And I loved it. And I've seen it 435,000 times.
Well,
Now, what about the original Grease? Have you
you've seen the Grease one? You've seen original Grease first,
No,
right?
this is better.
So, you saw the original Grease first.
No,
or
I don't think so.
So you saw Grease 2 first, and then went
Yeah,
back
I
to-
might not know. But I mean, I feel like I remember it more. So I'm not really sure. If I saw something before I was 10 years old, who knows?
Yeah.
But
You
I
don't
feel like
really-
I saw Grease
You
2
don't really
first.
remember. 10 is when you really start to remember, and
Yeah.
because you're like watching it over and over,
Over and over,
again.
yeah. And we probably had a VCR in the tape.
Yeah, because you pretty much and you know those songs by heart.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Tara, what's your history of this movie?
I saw it for the first time today.
You and,
and
me
didn't
both.
even see all of it.
She only saw the second half.
You didn't miss anything.
She saw the third act.
We rewound to the important part at the beginning of the movie. That's
I,
it.
I
That's
saw
all
the
you-
good parts.
Good one.
YouTube has a quick clip. It's perfect if you need to check
You
that
only
out.
need the 28-second version of this movie.
14-minute mark.
Especially the slowed down part. What was the name that they said? You just heard it.
Wardrobe
Michael.
You can slow down something and not have the music or the
You can take
volume.
that out.
Yeah, you
It's
can
just-
cut that out. That was the best part of that. Chrissy Ann?
I don't remember when I saw it for the first time, but I've seen it many, many times.
Are you more of a Grease 2 person also over
Yes,
Grease? God
absolutely.
damn it,
Grease
really?
over Grease.
You people are both fucked up, man. That is not, I can't even believe this.
It is kind of shocking to hear sometimes. Because Grease is not like it's not. It's a great.
Someday we're going to be here. I have no joke to follow this up. Never mind. Doesn't even matter. I had something, but I didn't want to say what I was going to say.
But sometimes the worst movies that's what they replay over and over.
Yeah, but they're not saying it's a bad movie.
No. But I'm saying it's
Which is a bigger problem.
it definitely didn't do as well as Grease, but HBO could probably bought it for cheaper
Yeah,
and
they
just
probably did.
replayed it over and over
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
over.
yeah. And that's why it's in. Depending on your age, you've seen it and watched it more.
Yeah.
I definitely have seen Grease 2 more than I've seen Grease. I like Grease more than Grease 2. It's because of that era on HBO. It was always on,
Yeah.
and
And
that's
there's
when-
a remote in your hand. You can turn
yeah,
it
but
to
it wasn't like
something
there
else. Anything else.
But there wasn't anything good on the other three.
MTV is on. Something's going on there. Genesis has puppets and stuff like that. You can be watching that.
But they would play the same 4 videos in same rotation, so you had to switch.
All right, Shelly's yawning. Shelly, what about you in Grease 2?
Definitely Grease over Grease 2.
What? You're out of the club.
But you're a Grease 2 fan as
Yeah,
well.
oh, totally.
Yeah.
But Grease 2 was in my tweens. But Grease over Grease 2. Definitely.
You're in that age group though. Then did you see Grease 2 more, like because it was on TV more often?
She's of a
Probably about the
certain
same.
age. You saying my wife's of a certain age?
I said you're
No,
at that
'cause
same
Christine
age.
and I are the same age.
I said that's
We're
why.
the same age.
No, he's
Christine and I are
saying
the
something.
same
He's
age.
saying did I say something else?
No,
Yeah, I
Christine
know.
and I are the same age, but definitely Grease over Grease 2. but
But you're Grease 2 over Grease.
I definitely like
But I
Grease
enjoy
2.
both.
I
I would
enjoy
watch
both.
either.
Yeah.
one,
Shelly, move
but
that
yeah.
microphone closer to you. Is she okay with that? God damn, not so violently.
Grease over Grease 2.
You had such a great intro.
Sorry.
She looks like she's falling asleep.
Yeah,
I'm
she
very
is
tired.
not having fun here.
She should have taken a toot toot. It's live resin. That's what happened.
I didn't take that.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
It's
This
the
one, that's right.
gallon and a half of wine
Hardly.
she drank. We just opened that thing an hour ago, and now it's empty, and no one else has a wine glass in front of them. Oh, I'll just finish this off now.
Well, I mean, it's why put this little bit back?
It's not worth it, right? Brian,
Maybe.
I'd ask you about your feelings towards Grease and Grease 2, but I honestly don't care, so we'll pass on you.
I started it.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
did.
did.
You start?
Yeah,
you
he
went
did.
for me? Oh, even better.
But he's also a Grease 2 over Grease guy
Yeah.
because he saw it before it, and
I saw it many times before it. I mean, I was in my 20s before I even saw Grease.
so you,
I can't even wrap my head around you people liking Grease 2 over Grease 1. It makes no sense whatsoever.
It made a big impact
There
on
was
me.
not
It
one
did.
song in this that you can. There's 8 songs in Grease that are better than any one song in this.
well, let's see,
Correct.
Andy. Let's see. Let them pick a song.
and I'll
and
go
you'll pick
toe to
it.
toe.
Yeah.
Hopelessly devoted to you. That's Michelle's favorite song from Grease.
What are what would you say are the best songs from Grease 2?
It's definitely
The reproduction song is probably the
Rider
best
and
one.
reproduction.
What about
for
Prowling?
Prowling,
Sure. Yeah.
plowing.
Prowling's
Plowing
actually
is like-
sexually predator. It's like a sexual predator now. It's
Wow.
Oh,
What does
they-
that matter?
yeah.
This movie.
well, that's what I'm saying.
talking about
You
something
couldn't
that's
sing
7
that
years
today.
old.
You can't sing it now, right?
that is true.
Let's do it for our country.
There was no iconic songs in this at all. In fact, the first song
I have to say,
wasn't even a song. It was a dance. They didn't sing at all. They were dancing around for 10 minutes. I don't think they actually sang a song until like 20 minutes into the movie.
well, you're talking the main cast singing.
Anybody
song,
singing.
yeah.
Well, yeah, there was a background vocal, but there wasn't them singing. You know.
No.
They
No.
should have at the very least had the Grease song from the first one, the Bee Gees
I'm
song.
surprised that they didn't have anything like tying it in.
No
that way,
tie-in,
you know?
except for Frenchie
Frenchie.
and I guess what's his name, Michael being Sandy's
McGee.
cousin.
and
Yeah, Blanche.
then yeah, the Miss McGee, right? Yeah,
Mhm. And Coach Calhoun.
And
Coach Calhoun.
Eugene being
Eugene
there for
was
no
there.
reason.
yeah. Eugene, did he stay back? But he seems super
He's
smart.
really smart.
Yeah, so
unless he
it
kept getting bonsai'd and he lost all his papers and he never could finish his papers or something.
he was working with his leaves. He's
Oh, and
just
Crater
he
Face
kept
is
studying
there,
on
too.
the talent
Oh,
show.
yeah,
put-
Balmuto.
Crater Face
putting all
was
his
still-
time into the talent show because he had to spend. He didn't get the chance to study, so that
All he
hurts.
did was drop leaves in the township. That's all he did.
It took all year to practice for that.
Mm-hmm.
All year for those albums.
Albums.
Albums. Oh yeah, Shooter McGavin was in this. That was fun.
Very young.
Yeah, he's I can't think of his name.
Goose.
Yeah.
Goose.
Because I was gonna say,
I thought you want to say his real name.
oh no,
It's like, I don't know his
I
real
think it's
name.
like Christopher McDonald.
Yeah,
I
it
think
might
is
be.
his real
It
name,
is.
something
He's
like
Shooter
that.
McGavin.
He's. I was gonna
Everybody
say,
knows him.
Everybody knows
Shooter
about
McGavin.
Shooter McGavin. Yeah. Somebody vibrating. I thought it was me.
Dana, what are your notes? I'm very
Yeah, you
interested in
had
your
some
notes.
notes.
You
Well-
seem to be the
Oh,
only
she
female that's
forgot
going to
her notes.
participate in this, so please do.
She was the
I
one who said
had-
she wouldn't talk the most too. You're the one who said, "I'm not going to say anything. I don't have anything to say."
I don't know. I watched a interview with Maxwell Caulfield and Lorna Luff. And Maxwell Caulfield was talking about how when he did the audition, he wore John Travolta's T-Bird jacket from Grease. And before they did this movie, they got the blessing of John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And Olivia Newton-John was on set all the time because she was in love with the guy who played Brad.
Oh,
in the
her
Brad.
future husband.
Yeah.
So she was on set for this?
Yeah, she was
And
there
they
a
didn't
lot.
even ask her to do a cameo, like
Maybe
walk
she said
on?
no.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he beat out.
I think you guys say he beat her.
No,
on the set? Is that on
the set.
camera?
And that's why they. That's why they never. That's why they divorced.
But he, Maxwell Caulfield beat out Sean Cassidy and
Oh, I have some people.
did I write it down? Leaf Garrett. What's that Leaf guy's name?
Leaf Garrett.
Garrett. Yeah, I think he beat. And apparently Andy Gibb was
That's one I had right there.
was
Andy Gibb.
originally agreeing to play that character, and then for whatever reason he backed out, and that's a good thing because I don't think Andy Gibb would have.
And
any
also,
good in that.
Cher initially signed on to play Paulette Rebachuk.
Who?
Rebachuk. That's what it says here. Yeah.
Paula. Oh, Paulette.
Paulette, yeah.
Cher.
Which one was
as
she?
Paulette. The girl.
The blonde.
The blonde.
Johnny's girl, like
Yeah.
on the bike. Oh, okay. Cher? She must have been like
That would-
30 by then.
Yeah.
That's why she would have fit right in.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I also had Tom Cruise auditioned for the role of
Get the hell out of here.
Johnny Nagarelli.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, and it said
It would be
the
interesting to see Tom
director
Cruise
said
singing
they
and
wanted
dancing.
someone
Taller?
someone older and taller.
And better teeth back then, because Tom Cruise has some
He has that
banged
one in
up
the
teeth
He
middle,
just
back
have a
then, yeah.
center tooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just has a middle tooth.
Well, he has fine teeth now, but they're all
No,
fine
he
teeth.
still
still
has
has
the
them.
center tooth.
I know, but
That's
he had
that's
bad
why he
teeth
has
back
all
in the
those
day.
Scientology thetans or whatever they're called.
But remember, he was wearing like the Invisalign.
Cut that part out. The Scientologist is going to come after us.
They're going to come after you. That was said by Jason, in case there's any confusion.
The Scientologists, they're litigious.
They are litigious people. What are your other notes besides the T-Bird jacket? And I think you had something else.
Well, Lorna Luff, so that character was supposed to be, really influenced by Marilyn Monroe. And
I read that.
The actress, they kept bleaching her hair. And the bleach that they used back then in the 80s was not what they use today. So it was like burning her
It was just
scalp. And it was
Clorox
really,
or something like that.
and all her hair fell out, and then they put her in a wig. After all that.
And Michele
she wears a wig.
Pfeiffer looks like she has a wig on
And
in
that
some
one part,
places, right?
Who's Paula Lorette?
Lorna Luff.
Lorna Luff.
She
yeah, okay.
is Judy Garland's daughter,
Oh,
half sister
Liza's
to
sister.
Liza Minnelli. And she was Paulette.
Liza.
She
was Paulette.
Yeah,
Okay.
the blonde. Yeah.
He said like Mario Cantone.
This table's loud today, man.
it is. I think it's this mic.
Is everything, as soon as you touch that phone, it was like,
It's definitely that mic, because
Yeah,
I don't
sounds
hear
bad.
it. Put it down.
Yeah, it's everything's going up through it, even though it has isolators.
Good job, producer.
I like that sound.
So, what was the one scene in this we were talking about? What happened?
The very special scene?
Yeah, around 14,
14
minutes in. Yeah, what was going on there?
Christine
Everybody wants
has-
to talk about
Christine has the actual timestamp.
She needs to log into your account for the next 29 days.
It's the reason she likes
I
this
just
movie
noticed
more.
it on the screen, the time. When we said we have to remember that time to show Brian.
Yeah.
And then to show Tara.
And it's show
Kept having to rewind.
I mean, we happened to be there to watch it the third time we were there.
It's like one of those
The
things back in the
wardrobe
day, the
malfunction.
videotapes like that had a warn spot at certain places. You had to pause.
And it had these like extra lines at the top and everything. You're like, my tape's getting ruined.
It ruined.
And then he pulled it out.
So what happened in that scene? What are we doing? What are we
Yeah,
talking
you
about
wanted,
here?
who wants to talk about that scene?
Dana will.
Okay.
It is her favorite scene.
Apparently.
I did not know this existed until 3 days ago when Michelle showed me a
That's what we
clip.
found.
Michelle was doing a
When
deep dive on
Christine
Grace
came
too.
running to my desk, but I was on a conference call. So the girls are walking across the field through the marching band who's practicing.
The twins.
This is also on the first day of
Yeah.
school.
The Double Trouble girls.
And then they're running track. Michael and a bunch of randos are running track and jumping over the hurdles, whatever they are. And there's an extra running on the lower left corner.
An extra.
Oh,
An
he's got some extra, all right.
And he's in his, time frame appropriate short shorts. And I guess he was not wearing underwear because I imagine if he were, that wouldn't have happened.
No, definitely
But there
not.
was a wardrobe malfunction, and there was a little Peach, is that what we're calling it?
I call it a beesh.
He was
but
so-
And he knew, he had a look on his face.
Oh,
knew
he
it
tried to
fell
grab it and
out.
put it back
Show
in.
it back
Yeah.
in.
he tries to pull his shorts down over
Uh-huh.
it. And
said,
it gets
"Whoopsie."
it gets in the way. His shorts come down on top of it, which just makes you see it even more.
But as many times as I watched
White
it,
shorts
I
on
never saw
on that
that.
contrast is just like
Yeah.
It's just you see it. You're like,
Uh-huh.
hello.
And he was laughing too.
he was.
He knew it
He
happened.
knew it
He
happened.
did.
You're like, should I say something? Should I say something?
We have to go again on that.
Yeah.
Mike-
40
Mike
years
Johnson
later,
slipped
He
out.
said-
still rated PG.
He said maybe they'll use that other shot. Maybe they'll use the other shot.
It's funny because having seen this,
Just a
only,
tip.
having only seen this today for the first time, like I noticed it as soon as it happened because we knew it was going to happen. So I was
Yeah.
looking for it and I saw it, but I don't know if I would have noticed.
I don't think
that
I would have noticed
if
that.
I was. You guys have seen it
Clearly
100
I
times,
didn't.
so you
I
never
had
saw
never
it. So
noticed it.
I wonder who's watching this. So like, all right, we know it's there, so we see it happening. Is there anything else we're missing? Not just from Grease 2, but every other movie that's out there. Who's framed
You have to
by
think.
framing every
What's that
single
other
one of these
movie with the
movies?
guys in the bleacher with his thing out?
That was
Teen
Teen,
Wolf,
Wolf, right?
yeah. But you have to think. It
From
makes
Friday
somebody-
the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Bacon's boner.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just happen to be like looking at the TV that way, and
you just happen to catch
you know
it.
What I mean? That, like,
Well,
that's the angle
when I
you're
saw
looking at.
Kevin Bacon's boner, Logan was what, 10, 12 or something like that. We were watching it, and all of a sudden, I was like, "What the hell was that?" And I had to rewind it.
Like, I don't remember
Like,
that.
Michelle, get in here! Come here! And we're
What
like,
is this?
What's going on? Kevin Bacon's going to shoot this girl in the head right here. What's going on? So I guess it does matter how you're watching it, and I guess with HD now, you can't miss anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like this is like not in HD too, so it's like
But
that wasn't
it's probably
remastered
been-
or anything. But
No, I
I
don't know.
doubt anyone took the time.
yeah, like Grease has their special editions, I'm sure.
Probably.
Not the Grease 2.
You can HD any movie though. You can increase the quality of that. TV you can't. When you're boxed into that little TV stuff, you can't.
That's why a lot of like you see like a lot of those.
I'm sure
old
Brian can
pilots
tell us
and
why,
everything,
but that would involve him talking, so we wouldn't have to ask him to do that.
yeah. He has to turn his mic on because he probably turned it off now because it's making so much noise.
No, I just lift it up whenever I see someone pick something up.
Whenever you see something, I know
If there's any movement towards the table, it's just
But it's just the difference of how they filmed it. 4:3, 16:9.
that's what
Gotcha.
that's what Dana you were
So I
saying
was
the other
saying
day,
that earlier,
remember?
I was talking about 16
16:9.
by 10. Oh,
She was
9.
saying it the other 220, 221.
whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
We get that one in a couple of years, I think.
Really, Mr. Mom hasn't come out yet?
No,
Man, I
think
feel
we
I
looked
was
it up.
so young when I
Maybe
saw that movie.
either we just missed it or it was coming up, and then
Yeah, I was
she-
thinking like 81.
Yeah, I would have thought it was before 82.
It is a
but-
young
guess I can-
Angelian.
And Jillian, that's right. Yeah.
1983.
Wow.
Oh, next year.
Thank you,
Next year.
thank you very much.
That and Return of the Jedi next year.
She lost her crown. Trying.
Allow her to slam it down. That little tiny plastic thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to get scores then?
Yeah, let's get scores.
You might want to release a mini with this one. That goes an extra long mini.
I knew this was going to turn out to be just like this. Is exactly how I.
No, this
pictured
is the one you said that you wouldn't have to talk.
Yeah.
I know.
Table
I could keep
table 3 over here is
Yeah.
you, Dana. Very good.
Yeah.
Good job.
Dana's coming back.
You can come back.
Awesome.
The other 3, we've gotten 2 words out of each of them.
But I didn't even see the whole movie.
And she doesn't have a mic. We'll give her
She doesn't have
headphones.
I don't have a
Yeah.
mic. I like the pool scene.
Oh, at the
She
end.
loved I thought she was going to say, I love the track scene.
The pool scene with
The pool scene where he couldn't
the
get out of the,
missing
he
fire
couldn't get
and
out of the
fire and-
canoe.
And then
Just
they were
jump in the
going,
water. And he was like almost like he was getting frustrated. I can't get off of here. Would you help me row? Help me row. Stephanie.
But then the boat was gone for the bike jumps
For the bikes.
and the fires.
For the
Yeah.
bike jumps.
Yeah,
that
wasn't
disappeared.
Crater Face and his gang like messing with high school students? Because now those
Yeah.
guys have to be like in their 20s.
That was
and
like,
they're
what was
Well, they
that,
were in their 20s back then because
well-
they weren't in high school in Greece in the first one, right?
Nah, because they went to the high school dance.
Look, remember the Malachi brothers?
The what?
The Malachi brothers from Happy Days?
Jesus.
They were like so much older too, like Fonzie. They were just like
Oh yeah, Fonzie was like 40, right?
Fonzie was 27 and Richie was 17, I think.
Sounds about right.
Seems right. Hey, he lives upstairs.
Was he in the Boy Scouts?
I don't know.
Sorry. Cut that out, I guess.
Cut.
Fell flat.
I like that. Let's get some scores. Since Dana, you want to start us off with your score? We do it on a 0 to 100% score.
Oh, nice.
That's just our scale right now.
0 to
range.
100.
It's like
my God.
test. 100 is the high score.
How about 1 to 10?
No, it's 100, Tara. You can't just change the rules. You're new here.
I don't understand why that's so like foreign.
Oh, like,
That's what Rotten Tomatoes
say
says.
82, say 75. Like it's
Yeah,
real
that's-
easy to
if you-
say numbers like that.
If you feel it's an 8.2,
We did between 10 and
times it by
100,000
10.
on the first one.
Well, my score would be I was gonna say 99 and then take off 1% because I absolutely hate the song Charades, but I'm giving it
Plus back in. She's like
0.5.
101.
No, I'm putting back in 0.5 for the wardrobe malfunction.
So that makes
So
it
it's 99.5.
99.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the highest score ever on the podcast so far.
That's
This
like
movie's
perfection.
perfect. It is.
The integrity of this podcast has just gone down.
When
so
I like
far.
a movie,
That,
I like a movie.
I was not expecting Dana to go that high with their score.
Wow.
I understand the addition at a 0.5 for the
the Schwantz.
I have
for the
no
beach.
complaints at all for this movie. Like, not one.
You just did though the song.
Yeah, except for that song. But I think this movie's perfect.
I think our guest is gonna, or our favorite
Wow,
fan is
wow.
gonna be mad that we didn't talk about the music more. Probably.
What music? The songs all sucked.
I don't
No,
know. According to them, only the one song sucked.
We haven't-
Maxwell Caulfield had the worst voice. We all agreed on that, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to sing?
Brad had the best voice.
None of these songs were iconic. There is not one
Reproduction.
Summer
Incorrect.
Lovin'. There's not
Reproduction
one.
is the
You're the
Summer
one that I
Lovin', I
want.
think.
There's
Grease
not.
Lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, Grease Lightning.
Grease Lightning was really
There's none
good,
of those songs. There's not one catchy, snappy. I want
I
to
think
sing it after I
Reproduction-
watch
I
the
sing
song.
Cool Rider all the time.
I think Cool Rider is my
Sing it
favorite
now.
song
And
here too.
Calendar.
And I even did
Yeah.
the little song and dance. I love the dance that Michelle Pfeiffer does in that.
Oh, it's great. The Ladder?
Oh, the ladder.
I could have watched
Forgot
that.
about the ladder.
I could have watched that on mute and gotten the same amount out of that. I watched it with the music.
It's great.
I think because he only watched it once, he didn't get to hear the songs 6-7 times, like
Yeah.
we would in a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
You got to watch it every day.
you have it for the next 29 days, at least
29
maybe
days.
18, 19 more times.
Yes. You laughed quite often.
I laughed at least 3 times. Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, he did live quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Quite
That'll
a few
be reflected
times.
in my grade.
And not at parts that weren't funny. You laughed
I
at
want
the funny
Andy's
parts,
going
too.
like the opposite of you because he originally. Let's go to Andy's score right now.
No.
All right, then we're gonna go to Tara.
Do you have a score?
It's only half. We'll cut her score in half though.
From what I saw, I'll give it an 85.
Oh.
Because I only heard like 2 songs. How about that?
And we did rewind for
And I
the
did
wardrobe
see
malfunction.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
See
So
that a
that's-
couple of times.
So she does get an 85. Okay, there we go.
Oh, cool. We won't be fighting later.
And
then.
you know, the motorcycle heaven
Oh
or
my
whatever it was called was
We will be
Or
interesting.
or you might be able to talk her into watching it again. She did give it an
Oh,
85.
and she missed the first half.
That's rewatchable. If you give it an 85,
Yeah.
you want to see it again.
I did hold back because there were a lot of people in the room of saying every word to every part. But when Tara and I watch it at home tomorrow, I don't have to hold back. I will say
I can't
every
wait.
line.
I heard Christine saying some stuff. I heard Michelle saying some stuff. Andy, not so much. Brian was saying stuff. I had a few lines that I remembered, and and the cigarette with Adrian Zemed and his cigarette. You know, that was
Well, when
funny.
he flipped it upside down when he was
Yeah,
talking to
that
the
was
principal.
funny.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny. I laughed at that.
That was one of them. I think.
Yeah, it was good.
The bowling scene, great scene.
Oh, the way they bowled
Oh
and they
my
were over
God.
the
All
lines
their fouls.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Fouls. You can't bowl like that.
That was a good song.
Yeah.
I like that
Let's
song.
bowl. Let's
Yeah.
score. We're going to score tonight. Yeah.
That was the first one that they sang.
And
That
we
was like
might be
20
singing
minutes
that
in.
at a upcoming
Yeah.
Are you
league.
going to sing that when we're bowling?
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be. We'll have it played over the speakers
Okay.
when everybody gets there.
Is that going to be our
That'd be
bowling
so
name?
great.
Yeah, like I say, 6 o'clock is
We're gonna
start
score
time.
tonight.
That'll play.
Yeah. That's my bowling team. We're going to score tonight.
There you go.
I like it.
On my pink jacket.
All
I'll
right.
wear a pink jacket.
Like Jennifer.
You must say get Jennifer.
Oh my God. Remember? She came in with that pink lady's
As
jacket.
soon as she walked in that day, I was like, oh.
Jennifer came in work and she looked like a pink lady. She had on a pink jacket just like it. It was great. I loved it.
That's all.
Our Jennifer? Little Jennifer?
Yeah,
Little
it
Jennifer.
was
And she didn't know
awesome.
the
She had
first-
no idea, but it was great.
It said pink ladies on the back.
No, but it was
But it was
pink.
the that material, the
Okay.
same cut was the same. It
And
was
when
a
I
really
said
nice
it to her,
jacket.
She didn't know Grease.
Yeah.
No.
That probably had to hurt a little bit.
I was very happy when other people said the same thing to her.
Did you say with the worst reputation?
The worst reputation.
Now that's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Christine, another high score.
Yeah, I was actually going to say 85, but to shook that, so I'll give it a.
You're allowed to
You
say
can-
the same score. There's no
Say,
rule
okay.
against that.
Well, that's kind of where
This
I
isn't
was
the
at.
Price is Right.
You've all gone over.
$1.
Did Michelle get her score?
No, she
No,
didn't.
I'm going to say 75. I love Grease too. I do. I love Grease.
I love you. I do.
But watching it again, it was just.
But watching it in a group setting probably made it more fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
going to
will
say
watch it
75.
Will you ever watch it again?
Oh my god, we'll watch it probably 100 more times.
We have it for a
Probably
month.
not.
29 days.
Yeah.
We have it for a month, babe.
I've watched it a million times,
Yeah. I need to watch it a million more.
but 75.
That's fair.
Sorry. I do love it.
75 is not a bad score.
No, that's actually a pretty high
No.
score. Yeah. I think that's higher than I gave Road Warrior, I think.
Oof.
'Cause I think I gave that like a 72 or something like that. I might be wrong, though.
That's my score for this one.
75?
I give it 72,
72.
which is
Why?
good for me. Because I it's rewatchable, but I'm probably not going to rush out to rewatch it anytime soon.
Well, if you need a place to watch it in the next 29 days,
There you go.
we know a place.
Oh, me?
Whoa, me?
I'll
40.
give this like a 60. I mean, it's
Aw.
fine.
That's a good score
right?
from
It was
Andy.
okay. It wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be. I laughed. I cried. I felt feelings. I mean, it's a pill.
Shooter McGavin.
I loved it because of Shooter and
Brad.
No, not Brad. What's her face?
Eugene.
Pamela Adlon.
Pavel. But man, this
Dolores. Dolores.
this is a pointless sequel. I mean, Grease 1 is. I shouldn't even say Grease 1. Grease.
Real quick, what is your Grease score?
Oh, that's like a 95. I mean, I could sing every song from that, even the shitty one.
That's what
Hopelessly
I think.
Devoted
That's
to
what you gave E.T.
I mean,
95.
Grease
Right, yeah.
is as good as E.T. I
Yeah.
love Grease. I could sing it right now. It's actually on my record player right now because I was listening to it before
Good.
you guys came over today.
You know what he's going to be getting this weekend, right? He's going to go online and order it right after this, the Grease 2 soundtrack.
I would buy Grease soundtrack before Grease 2 soundtrack.
He already has it. It's just said it's right over there. But get the Grease 2 one now. But if you have this one, you should get the Grease 2.
But Grease 2 is on Spotify.
You're a completist. You're a completist.
Nah, this doesn't. I would never spend money to watch this. Although I spent $4 today to rent it on Amazon, but that's it. $4. That's it.
Get the
I'm
album. If you can get the album for $3.
None
at
of those
Princeton,
songs. I don't want to listen to any of these again. Maybe the reproduction song that was kind of funny and the
Calendar Girl,
Prowling.
Girls for All Season.
Prowling.
I'm
What's that
drawing a
called?
blank
Calendar
on.
Girl?
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Cool Rider.
Her song.
Cool Rider.
Yeah,
Cool Rider.
that was it though.
I like them all.
A lot of like
It's on
a lot of
Spotify.
overdubbing on the
He's gonna
voices
be
where it didn't
playing
even
Let's
look
Do
like
It for
any of
Our
these people were
Country.
actually
There was some
singing the
serious
songs.
overdubbing on Michelle Pfeiffer and some of those later songs. Like you can hear that really high pitched dubbed in voice. I don't
And
like
what's his face? Johnny Boy. Johnny, Adrian Zmed.
Oh, Johnny,
that. Johnny
Nagarelli.
Nagarelli, yeah.
Yeah. It didn't even look like he was singing those songs half the time.
Well, he was more about the dancing.
They were much more dancer. This was much more of a dancing movie.
He seemed, yeah.
Like in Grease, the only dancing you really gets at the end, the wop bombadoo bob wop bam boom.
Tutti
scene.
Frutti.
Well, the whole dance
Rudy.
scene at the dance. They were
Wow.
dancing through
Yeah,
that
yeah,
whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
The
you're
big
right.
dance.
You're right. They were
Hand jive,
dancing.
yeah.
Yep.
Big dance.
Yep, you're right.
But
What-
other than that,
but that was Sean
I
and
don't
I,
think
so
they,
I'll give
they
it a
didn't
pass.
dance.
Sean on Ice. Still
But this was
alive. Bowser's still
all
alive.
that first 20 minutes was all dancing.
Yeah,
You
it
know
was
Sean
great.
on I played at Woodstock? The original Woodstock, 1969.
I don't even know who Shauna is.
You never heard
Oh
of Bowser?
my
They're
God.
Johnny Casino and the Gamblers.
I only know
Shauna
it from.
was
You
a
know who
band-
Bowser
was
is.
a
Look up
show.
Bowser.
No,
Sean
I
on
know
I.
it because Adam Sandler says it in that song.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Bowser
my
from
God.
Sean on I, yeah.
I didn't. I've heard it. I don't know who it is.
But you've seen
if you-
Grease.
There
If
used
you
to
look
be a
up his
Shauna
face,
They're
on
the band
show.
that sings at they're the
Oh, and
American
who's
band.
Bowser in it?
He's the greaser looking singer.
The main guy. Okay.
He's on someone's shoulders at some point singing
Oh
Okay.
my
Boo-doo-doo.
God.
All right.
Boo-doo-doo.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Did Bowser have a
Oh
girlfriend?
my God.
Did Bowser what?
Have a girlfriend?
I don't know
Because
that.
my father used to watch it, and I had a chicken named Bowser, but I had two chickens, so I was wondering what I might have named the other one, but I don't remember.
I don't know the answer to that.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Boom.
They had a TV show in the late 70s,
Yeah.
early 80s, the Shauna Na show, and it was
Yeah.
the band,
It was like
but
a
it was
variety
a variety show.
Yeah.
I love
I
that
was
show.
barely
So
like
much
alive.
fun.
I know, but
I want to do like old variety shit and we just watch them. They're so fun, dude. And you know they are.
enough.
Andy does
I can't-
not
I'm
want to
out.
do.
I'm out.
Brian's on my side on this one. That's some
Yeah.
fun stuff. The Brady Bunch Variety Hour. Come on. That's some good stuff.
I want to go back to Adrian Zemed. What else was he in?
Bachelor
TJ
Party.
Hooker.
Party.
Bachelor Party. Okay.
I never
yeah.
saw T.J. Hooker.
Hooker?
Oh, that's right. He was in T.J. Hooker.
Never. When was that
Oh.
out?
That was late
early?
70s.
No, 80s, definitely.
80s?
Mid-80s.
After? Oh, okay.
Is it
So
after?
after Grease.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well, he would have been a kid otherwise, right?
No, he was
really
like
young.
28 and that's 27,
Oh.
I think. Yeah. I
37.
actually have it right here. Johnny was he was 28. Yeah.
How old was Shooter?
Yeah, how old was Shooter? I know I said fuck the ages, but-
Was 27.
Oh,
Yeah. So he's getting up there, man.
he's 67 now.
Michelle, that's the
Wait,
microphone.
67?
Yeah.
If he was 27 and
Oh, yeah,
82.
he's 15 years older. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Huh. He played Warren G. Harding in Boardwalk Empire. Really good, too.
He played Harding.
Mm-hmm. Shooter McGavin.
Christopher McDonald. I think he was in JFK.
He might have been. Everybody.
I was just like saying that.
Only 2 people know why you say that.
Oh, I didn't get my score. I gave it a 70. I'm a Grease fan over Grease 2. I'm a big Grease 2 fan though as well. So it's very quotable. A lot of great songs, and some really bad dubbing and British accent.
It's just his accent.
I know, but it was like
accent.
he had a British lisp.
Was he British?
Mhm.
Oh, he was.
Wait,
Okay.
is he?
Is he
Yeah.
Australian? Is he
Australian.
is
No,
he-
I think they said
No,
he was
he's-
from England.
No, I
He's
mean in real
oh,
life.
Yeah, he read it. He said it right here.
No, I know. I meant in real life.
I think in real life he's
Which is weird
Because
because
when he
Sandy's
was Rex
Australian.
Manning, wasn't he British as Rex Manning?
She was Australian and he's her cousin, right?
And he's in England? That's weird, man. I mean, not that you can't have a cousin in a different country.
Then
but that is a
why even
different-
have it connected?
That is so far away.
If you're going to have them connect it, why not have it be correct?
have him be like Australian also, right?
Yeah. Have him put another shrimp on the bobby.
Maybe he
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
do
all
an
he had.
Australian
American.
accent.
He's American?
No.
No, never. Well, it said American actor, so that's why I thought. But he was born in Duffield, United Kingdom.
Interesting. That makes no sense then,
He's
yeah.
6 feet tall.
They could have got somebody from Australia.
He's been married to the same person since 1980. Good for him.
Is it somebody we know?
Was she in
Juliet
Grease too?
Mills.
Juliet Mills.
Juliet
Haley
Haley
Mills.
Mills' sister.
It is Haley Mills'
Yeah.
sister, yeah.
Because that came up, so I'm assuming they're sisters.
Yeah, they're definitely sisters,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the original Parent Trap, right?
Yeah.
And also Miss Bliss.
Miss Bliss.
Wait, Miss Bliss was Haley Mills?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Minds are being blown here right now.
Morning, Miss Bliss.
Yeah, they were in, and that's when Saved by the Bell was in Indiana.
Yeah, that's right. In Indiana, and
she
it
was
was
the star
called
of the
Good
show.
Morning,
Yeah.
Miss Bliss.
She was the star.
That was it, yeah. I'm going to wrap this one up. Andy says, I usually know when to end it, but then I don't know how to end it. So we've been the Exciting and New podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
Oh, where's the music?
He's Brian.
And our special
Dane,
guest.
Dana, Tara. They're all there.
It was real fun
All
having
the way.
everybody
Thank you.
on.
Wow,
Yes.
that's loud.
That's loud
What
music from
happened?
Brian, our producer who's been doing this since day one.
And he's pretty sober tonight, too, and he's fucking it up, man.
This is my fourth drink.
That's like a fucking Christmas ball.
How much alcohol's in this? What's the
Who's
proof?
I don't
driving
know.
home
It was
then?
a little strong.
It's like 2 ounces. It's like a shot.
It's
like-
alcohol 15% by volume.
It's like when you
15,
it's like when
that's
you
a
open up
lot.
a bag of chips. It's like there's only this much liquid in them.